Everybody. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about a synchronicity that happened with me last night, and then confirmation today from Mel Robbins. And I hope you guys know who she is, because she's super motivating and helping me get through this funk I'm in, I guess. So I wanted to just come on and share a little bit, and hope that it helps you too. So yesterday, my son has a job, and he has to go in at 3 a.m. to unload a truck, and he has to walk to get there. And I woke up to pouring rain, pouring rain. And I was like, oh man, I hope he's not like walking right now. I never looked at the clock. I said a little prayer for him, as I do. And then I went back to bed. And then when he came home, I was like, man, did you get stuck in that rain? And he's like, yep. He's like, yeah, I did. I went through 2 pairs of socks, and yeah, I did. And then we didn't talk anymore about it until later that evening. And he opened up and shared with me that, he let the dog out to go to the bathroom, and then he took 5 steps to go to work, and it started to pour. And he turned around and he was like, I'm not gonna go. And then he turned around again and he walked. And it's a 1/4 mile to get to anywhere where there's a roof. His saving grace is once you get to where the stores are, there's a roof over most of it so that he could get to, his job. And he was soaked, completely soaked, had a T-Mobile umbrella that was rinky-dinky that didn't do anything. He said he even passed by some people who were probably homeless, unfortunately, and they were looking at him like, what the heck are you doing out here? And he was thinking the same thing about them, right? Anyway, so he toughed it out. But there was one more part where before he even hit the roofs of the buildings, he stopped again and turned around and was gonna come home. And then he turned around again, and he didn't. He went to work soaking wet to unload a truck and stayed at work for 4 or 5 hours in soaking wet clothes. And so I fist bumped. Hey bud, that was so cool. Like, I wouldn't have done that. I would have freaking went home. I wouldn't have fucking went. No way. I wouldn't have done it. I know I wouldn't have. And you did it. So boom, and I was proud of him. I hope it made him feel acknowledged and proud of himself too, and then I really didn't give too much more thought about it. And I've been in a funk. I'm every time that I go to do something big, in starting this new business that I'm doing with recovery, with rescues, is big. And I get in my head and I stop myself. I'm not good enough. Who's gonna want to listen to me? Who's gonna want to be coached by me? And I'm sitting there and I find Mel Robbins with Tom Bellio chatting about, her high five, which I do, not enough. And, it just really got me thinking, like, we are so mean to ourselves. We beat ourselves up so much. And if you're not one of those people, that's great. I do mirror work and it has healed me, but it's not something I was practicing every day. So the high five from Mel, thank you, Mel. I am all on board for every morning. I'm going to high five and spend a couple minutes with myself, because you know what? I deserve that. I deserve to be able to tell myself that, I'm okay. Even if I'm not where I want to be yet, it's okay, because I deserve that acknowledgement for everything I have done and where I am. And so I hope that you also treat yourself that way. And if not, why don't I'm gonna ask that you do this with me. In the morning, when you get up and go to the bathroom, look in the mirror and just give yourself a high five. Just give yourself a high five. You don't have to say anything, you don't have to think anything, you can walk right away, but really look at yourself in the mirror and then high five yourself and go on with your day. And let's see what happens. See if it shifts a little bit, because I know I beat myself up. I don't give myself the self-love that I need. And I'm here trying to help other people, and I hold myself back from doing that because I don't want to admit to you that I have these faults. You know, why are you going to want to listen to me? But I feel like if I share where I am, where I'm coming from, that maybe it will help you. So I can't hold myself back because it's important for all of us to feel good about ourselves, and that's, you know, something that we need, because when we go out there, Lord knows there's not that many people that are going to do it for us, right? I don't think anybody is. You know, maybe you get a compliment and that's great. With me, I internally be like, did they really mean that? You know what I mean? We have that self-talk, and you know, it's like, just take the compliment. That's one thing I did learn to do, was if someone compliments me, to say thank you, like sincerely thank you, and not try to, oh, my hair is so frizzy, whatever it is, you know, and just take the compliment and say thank you, and be sincere, and maybe they were too, you know, and that's great. We need more of that. So going to stop rambling. I invite you to high five with me every morning, and then let me know in the comments how that's going for you. I'd love to know, because I will be posting more on my journey of how that's going for me, and other things that I am doing to keep going and stay confident and get this business going, get where I want to go in my life, and I want to take you with me. All right, so have a blessed day, and thank you for watching. I'll see you later.